Awkward Hybrid here. I know it's late at night, but at least I'm on schedule this time. so, let's just be late with everything, alright? I didn't see Batman vs. Superman until April, so I couldn't do my quick little review on that, so here's my thoughts. It was okay. Not perfect, really flawed. That fight was... It was not perfect, but I still kind of enjoyed it. Civil War was amazing. Tom Holland is my son now. I need to protect him. I may or may not have a person to my right, but I'm gonna respect their privacy and not show them.
Meow is loudly. Wow.
Now, less late and more current being X-Men Apocalypse. I don't understand why it's getting wrecked. Like, it was a good movie. And speaking of fictional characters that I have elected as my children, Nightcrawler is my other son. Kurt Wagner is... He's just... It's like Motherly Instinct, but like, for a fictional character. You know what I mean, right? But yeah, I've been noticing this a lot, where I don't post that many videos on current things. That's because I sometimes forget. When I went to see, Civil War, it was that night when I realized, oh heck. Oh gosh darn diddly darn bamboozle wow gosh. I hecked up. I diddle done goo. You get the idea. So I couldn't do a review on that, and there's only like a week of relevance, like 2 days of relevance that we can talk about it. So that's another something. But yeah, I'll give spoilers on all of them because screw it. So spoiler warning, Batman vs. Superman, the fight of Batman vs. Superman was actually kind of pointless. It started from a misunderstanding and there wasn't even a winner. There was no winner. Literally, freaking Lois Lane comes in and it's like okay, Batman is just like pinned down and it's like, I need Martha, I need to save Martha. Wait, no. It was Superman that was pinned down. Batman's going, I need to save Martha. Or... I don't remember. One was pinning down the other, going, I need to save Martha, and then Batman, because his mom is also named Martha, and she's the dead one, is all like, no, how dare you, and then Lois Lane pops out of nowhere, and it's like, no, he's talking about his own mom, it's okay, and it's like, okay, at least it's nice to know that they're using plot relevance, but why? Like, the fight was awesome, but it was pointless. Civil War, on the other hand, spoiler alert, Black Panther is not a part of any team. He's just there for Bucky, and, that's it. And, he knows, 2 names. Hey, he's the king of a country. He's the richest Superman, heck, the richest super person, hacking person. Because he owns a country. Iron Man ain't got nothing on him. And spoilers, Jean Grey, at the end, I keep on forgetting that there's a person, 1 foot away from me, so do you mind?
Go ahead.
Okay, Jean Grey has been proven to be, telepathic, and there's a scene where she's, sleeping, on her bed, and she's, huffing, because it's oh, she's having a really bad nightmare, but, the walls, the wallpaper is starting to, bubble and bleed. So things are they're at least humid in this room. But mostly, it's just, telepathy and, telekinesis. And by the way, Sophie Turner is freaking... It's good. It's good acting. Good Sophie Turner. Anyway, there's this part where she's, on, this sort of ledge area. And Xavier is, pretty much getting his butt kicked by that gray-face Oscar Isaac tube man. I don't know his name. I don't know, Apocalypse, whatever, the villain of this movie, is pretty much getting his butt kicked, and then Jean Grey comes in, and Xavier is like, unleash your inner power, do it, or we're all gonna die. And of course, she does it. So, it's in like slow motion. She's like walking towards the edge of this thing, and you think, oh heck, she's gonna fall. But she doesn't. She just continues walking through the air like she's walking on a solid surface. And she's still in Xavier's mind, and he's still going, unleash your power! And when she unleashes, it is beautiful. It is like, she just like does this, and like this explosion is, I don't even know if it's like fire or like holy orange light. It's beautiful. She just lets out this bellowing screech, and she just explodes in holy ecstasy. It is amazing. It's beautiful. I'm not crying. I promise. And again, yeah, it's been also brought up that Mr. Bad Guy, whose name escapes me, always have 4 people. And then, it wasn't Xavier, but it was like the person that he like tags along for the trip. I can't remember who it was that he tagged along. I think it was like Havoc. But he was like, oh, it's like the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse from the Bible. And then Moira says, or maybe the Bible took it from him. And then when it does come up, you realize that, oh, it's going to be Storm. His 4 horsemen, basically, are Storm, who is sort of like this teenager thief in Egypt, and she has an accent, and her accent is nice. It's a nice accent. I'm not trying to romanticize it, I just think it's nice. Psylocke, who you don't get much backstory on, but oh my gosh, she is beautiful as well. Just wanted to throw that out. She's pretty. Archangel, who gets his butt kicked by not by Psylocke, who gets his butt kicked by Nightcrawler. Like, yeah, you go, son, my child. Get straight A's in school. Sorry. And Magneto. And of course, I could, like, easily figure out, like, the first one. Like, when you see Archangel first, he's, like, kind of, like, in this cage, and then there's, like, Nightcrawler, you know, it's, like, thrown in, and Nightcrawler's trying to escape, but it's set up that he can't go through, like, electrical fields or whatnot. Rude.
No, sorry, my stomach made this weird noise, and it was super loud, and I thought you heard me. It was like...
I'm talking about Nightcrawler right now, so this is important.
I know.
So yeah, Nightcrawler can't go through the electrical field, and then Archangel's like, no, we have to fight, or they're gonna shoot us. So Nightcrawler just whoops his butt. I got too passionate. And pretty much, like, not really ruins, but, like, kind of chars one of his giant wings. So when it cuts back to him sometime later in the movie, he's, like, on this ledge, and he's angsting and listening to rock music and drinking vodka straight from the bottle. And then Mr. Bad Guy comes in, and it's like, I can fix you. And he basically kind of does this sort of, like this sort of, like, manipulation of frickin', I don't know exactly what to call it. I don't know what he does, but it's, like, manipulation at the molecular level. So you can, like, make a gun, turn it into dust. Basically, that's what he does with Archangel. He kind of, like, does, like, the sort of blood-bending thing from Avatar The Last Airbender, and, like, kind of pins him on the ground. Like face first, while, like, bones are being transformed into metal, so of course he's screaming in pain, but when he gets back up and standing, and by the way, Archangel is shirtless, so if you're attracted to muscular white guys, then this movie's for you. And when you see Archangel, he's, like, standing up, and he's, like, huffing, and he's, like, giant metal wings as rock music playing in the background, and it's like, that's war! That is war! And then, of course, Magneto, because he's diddle done killed people, and oh heck, look, his wife and child was murdered. That is fine and dandy. Oh yeah, spoiler alert. He runs away to Poland, I think, and he gets a wife and a daughter, but they get murdered by accident.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it's emotional, and he kills all of the people. Not all of the people, but all the people who, like, teamed up to capture him, but since they couldn't bring metal, they got bows and arrows. And then, due to birds, one of them accidentally releases an arrow, and then, oh heck! But since the daughter has been, like, wearing a locket, he, like, uses the locket to, like, slice all their throats, and it's beautiful.
Nice.
Yeah, but I was gonna this is where I was going off on. I was trying to say I couldn't figure out who to assign famine or pestilence to, cause like I could not kind of understand with Storm. Maybe she's famine, because like she's kind of like this thief girl who like watches after a whole bunch of kids. She's kind of homeless. This like rebel renegade. But does that mean Psylocke is pestilence? She doesn't seem sickly. In fact, she just kicked a lot of butt in this movie. Yeah, what was the original thing? I started talking about murder, and then bows and arrows, and then Poland, and then shoot through wife and daughter, and oh darn. Well, whatever I was going to say doesn't matter anymore. If you like this ramble and interference of mystery person, leave a like, subscribe, please. Should I do game reviews or like game plays?
You could.
Maybe I could do that just because I need viewers. Dang it.
Yeah.
Sure. I upload videos on the 7th, 14th, 21st, and 28th of every single month as best as I can. Later.